Hello and welcome to vlog 108 of the journey to, and in this case the journey back to ultra running and the journey to my first solo Hyrox, as well as that journey back to health. So Thursday night, what a feeling at my race for the running club, part of the summer series, 5k summer series. Talk about that in a second, but a real clarity moment for me. Something that I've needed for a couple of years and I got that. And that was great, but I'll talk about that in a second. But in terms of like training today, a bit fatigued, bit tired, woke up ready to go through the process, had an hour on the calendar that I should have been doing, but actually didn't really work out for me in that way. So I still got half an hour zone 2 easy in, use it as recovery, listen to the body, taking on board that. Didn't really get enough sleep, so taking that on board as well, but got it done, got a training session done. But Thursday, for me, what a moment of clarity. When you put time and effort into something and you work towards a goal, you like to see that progress along the way. And let's be honest, we are our own worst critics. You will never see your own progress. But for me, just by sort of chance this year, it was the third event of the summer series. And just by chance, it's become a good way of measurement for me. And I mean that because the first race, I surprised myself. It was between the London Marathon and the Hyrox on the 2 Sundays. It was on the Thursday between. And I went really well. I read something and listened to a podcast that talked about not running like you're fatigued after the marathon if that's not the goal and there's still something to train towards and continuing for another event, which there was in my case. So I decided to go for a bit. It came out really well. It was the first sub 30 minute 5k for a while. When I say a while, I mean a long time. And what happened is it's just kind of pushed on from there, and I've learned a lot. World champs, watching Carol for the Hyrox World Champs, going through a process for myself where I follow the plan and work towards a big end goal or big sort of periodized goals now again. So getting used to that kind of training for those events again and putting those events in for me, really important. And Thursday, I managed to run a 26:52, which a year ago on the same event, I was only just coming back. My foot was still hurting from the injury, and I ran it in 31:19, I think it was, 31 something. And I've gone and done 26:52 and I'm absolutely buzzing off that result. And do you know what? A couple of things come to mind. The injury was gone and I started getting back on, and that progress has happened. Of course it has. It allowed me to run the sub 30 in the first event, but the progress has continued, things have changed, and by being consistent and getting through those training sessions and those training sessions being booked in, progress is starting to happen, and I'm absolutely overjoyed by it. So my message out there as a coach, as a consumer of fitness, as a coach, as a trainer to others, is this: action, consistency, and when motivation is gone, where is your discipline? Because that's what works. So I'm gonna do what I do, dare to dream, make it happen, and do what properly makes me happy. Love it. Boom.